Welcome back to Better Living. I'm Kim DeJulio filling in today for Charity Freeman, who is out today. And it is the best day of the week, in my opinion, because it is Wines Day Wednesday, which means that we get to sample some wines from the Andersons. So joining me live right now is Renee from the Mommy, the Andersons. Now, Renee, I'm excited because you have brought some delicious wines here for me to try, and I really like wine, but I'm excited to kind of branch out a little bit because I want to taste some new wines and let our viewers know how they taste. So what were we going to be starting off with?
Well, first of all, I want to say what a glorious day it is. It's beautiful out here, and it's perfect outside here to drink and have summer refreshing wines. I want to first introduce these Go Vino glasses that we have, and they are actually plastic. They're BPA approved. They have a little indentation here, so that you can hold it poolside, boating, whatever you want. So we're going to try it with these.
It really is perfect too, because first of all, I love the stemless wine glasses just because I think they're a little bit, they're fashion forward, I will say. And I'm out on my patio, something like that. I get, especially after a little bit of wine, I get a little clumsy, and I don't need glass on my patio. So this is actually this is the perfect thing.
They're perfect. So I wanted to start with that.
Okay.
We have here in your glass, we have Montgrava, which is from the Gascon area of France.
Okay.
Now this is 100% French Colombard, which is a grape that no one knows. This is one of my favorite case fillers when we're filling cases at the Andersons for customers. This is $7.99 a bottle, which is fantastic.
Wow, yeah.
And people have a misconception also about French Colombard. They think it's going to be sweet, which it's not.
That's my thing with white wine is I like more of the Sauvignon Blanc, stuff like that. You know, too sweet. I like to have sweet after a meal dessert wine, but if I'm just hanging out on the patio, I like something a little more crisp.
And that's what this is.
All right, well, let's give this a try.
When you taste this, you're going to notice that it's unoaked. There is no oaky, toasty spiciness at all to it. It is 100% French Colombard, and it is just very fresh and citrusy. Yeah, it has nice, clean acidity on the back finish on this. Now, I brought just a little food for you from the Andersons Market. This pairs great with this is a shrimp and crab salad that we make at the fish market.
I'm just gonna...
And there's a little cracker there if you need that, or just with a spoon.
Grab it with the spoon. So it goes good with seafood?
Yes, it's perfect because it is nice and light and fresh. Just take a little sip of wine with that. It's just very clean. The acidity just kind of washes that creaminess away, and the crab, and it's just very light.
I'm just going to go back to the fact that this is only $7.99.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
I mean, wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I fell in love with this wine a couple years ago, and we sell a ton of it. The whole staff gets behind it and loves it.
So it's the French grape that nobody knows about.
Right.
Okay, so what's this next one?
So this is a grape varietal from Italy, and it's from the Campania area of Italy, which is by Naples and Mount Vesuvius. So this is called Falanghina, is the grape varietal. Again, this is an unoaked.
Sorry.
That's all right.
It's a pretty bottle, too.
Yes, yes. A lot of people want something non-Chardonnay that still has a little creaminess. You know what? I feel the same way. A lot of times, something about Chardonnay, it has to be the perfect Chardonnay for me. Right.
So is this a... Okay, what is exactly the grape of this?
Falanghina is the actual grape varietal. It is actually an old Grecian grape, and they do best with it in the Campania area of Italy, which is right on the sea, which goes great with fresh seafood. Just beautiful.
And I feel like during the summer is when the time you're having the fresh seafood, salmon on the grill, stuff like that.
Right. So lots of shellfish. You get a creamy kind of center core.
It's completely different than this one.
It is.
But
it is.
Not any less of like a good taste.
Right.
Yeah. It's a little more full bodied.
It is, which will hold up to some of the weight of if you're doing like a butter sauce or a cream sauce.
Over fish or something.
Yes, yes, or even with cheeses. Now, with that, I brought you just a piece of our homemade, our home-pulled mozzarella. Now, that is made at the store fresh daily.
And you can tell it's fresh.
Oh, it's so good. She just pulled that off this morning.
Creamy.
So, yes, just fantastic.
Great texture.
So that will just kind of finish that right off. If you're doing an Alfredo or you're doing some kind of a béarnaise sauce or something with a fish, it'll go perfect with that, the acidity on
How much does this one cost?
That one's $14.99.
It's so good.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it tastes like, you know, it tastes like if I were going to a nice restaurant, I got a really nice bottle of wine.
Absolutely, and it is beautiful, like with fish stew or something like that, if you're doing a chiapino or something like that.
All right, let's look at this next one. It's a red here?
This is a red, and we're looking for something summer red. And this is another one of our staff picks. This is actually Louis Chateau, and it is the 2013 Beaujolais Village. Beaujolais is in the Burgundy region of France. And it comes from all the different villages, and this is actually 100% Gamay grape. And you hear Beaujolais Nouveau that comes out like at Thanksgiving time.
Right.
It's supposed to be drank within like 6 months, very fresh and clean.
You can tell even just by looking at it, it's a light, nice summer red wine, because I like to keep my reds for the winter kind of thing, Thanksgiving and whatnot, but this looks like a nice summer red.
This is perfect if you're doing like a pork loin or something on the grill. Chicken, it's very fruity. It's 100%, again, Gamay, no oak aging at all on there. So
awesome.
This will go great with grilled foods.
Now, real quick, you guys have a deal for people who buy a bulk wine at a time?
Yes, yes. It's a case sale discount. If you buy a case of 12, you will get a 10% discount. And you can mix and match. They just have to be the same size.
It's
bottle.
perfect for parties and whatnot.
Absolutely. We do lots of parties. We do lots of just customers that want cases.
Awesome.
So,
and, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah. I was going to say, this one has just brilliant strawberry to it.
It does.
Just very light. It still has nice acidity to it. So.
I love this too, and I love these too, and we'll get a chance to try this in just a little bit.
Okay.
But thank you for joining us.
Okay.
And I'd also like to know like you guys to know that if you have any questions about the wine, the folks at Anderson's, they are very happy to help. Obviously she knows a lot about her wine.
Thank you.
But that's all for right now for the wine, and we will be right back in just a second.